Alright, so we're back for part 3 of the Elder Scrolls Arena. This time our High Elf Sorcerer Sauron is going to be taking on Stonekeep and will ultimately be going through Fang Lair to getting our first piece of the Staff of Chaos. So now in Stonekeep, we're tasked in finding a piece of parchment for the queen. And it's pretty much directly west from where we start. You have to go down south a little bit to get to that area. Get into this room. These wolves are pretty dangerous. They can mess you up pretty bad. But I'm high enough level where they don't hurt me too much. Now, all we need to do is jump through this hole in the wall here. So you shift J. The controls in this game are pretty wacky. Oftentimes I find myself crossing my arms to do things because I'm used to moving with WASD. This game moves with the arrow keys, and to cast magic is C, jump is J. It's kind of goofy, and there's no way to fix the keybinds. This area can be pretty dangerous. This is where the parchment is. It's just this little island out here, and it's surrounded by ghouls. These goofy little looking guys can disease you. And I believe one of these guys actually diseases me a few times. And I do die a few times in this area because they just do a ton of damage. Now I could have grinded some more levels. Yeah, see, this one does a crazy amount of damage. Just check to make sure I've got potions of healing, and I do. Yeah, these guys can mess you up pretty bad. And give you diseases, which will eventually kill you in this game, so you need to be able to cure that. Before venturing into dungeons, it is typically advisable to buy potions of healing and potions of disease, and I think it's called Potion of Free Use, which will free you from paralysis. Because the spiders are also extremely dangerous in this game. Alright, I think I will skip around a little bit till I get the piece of parchment. Alright, so I've died a couple times, mostly to these ghouls just doing an insane amount of damage to me. Like this one. This one does a good amount of damage to me. And I believe this one does give me a disease. Yep. Now I'm diseased and gotta heal that disease before I slowly die. And now this area right here is where our piece of parchment is. It's off to the left there. So I ended up dying to this ghoul here. Very stupidly. I was not paying attention to my health. But yeah, our piece of parchment is right on the floor there, just to the right of this ghoul. To the right of that lock chest. Now I do start wailing at this chest, but I don't think my strength is strong enough to get past the damage reduction, so it does not open. And here is our parchment. And we'll head back to head back to Rihad to hand in our mission. Alright, so we've made it back to Rihad. We're turning this mission. And we will be on our way to Fang Lair to get the first piece of the Staff of Chaos. So yeah, I'll prepare myself. I'll sell off some gear. Obviously get some rest. I'll also figure out what enchantment my sword has, because I made a decent amount of money, so I can find out what spell my sword has. Alright, I've prepped enough. Now we're off to Fang Lair. Now this dungeon's pretty fun. Pretty short, but also pretty dangerous. There are some monsters that can mess you up pretty fast in here. You've got skeletons, you've got orcs, what else do we have in here? I believe there's lizard men in here. There are spiders. And I think that's really it that I see in here. Oh, nope, there are minotaurs in here. I do see one minotaur in here. But yeah, it's a 2-level dungeon. The ladder in this section is all the way down to the very southwest of this map. And you kind of have to weave your way through a bunch of these little tunnels here to get there. It's really kind of the safest way. Wandering through these halls, yeah, here's an orc. Wandering through these tunnels, you'll find a bunch of enemies, and spiders are not fun to come across. They will mess you up. If you're not prepared to heal paralysis, you're gonna be stuck. All right, so I'm gonna skip till to where the ladder is. All right, so I'm coming up on the room with the ladder. I'm gonna make a quick save here. And we've got this room with cages. Now there's a bunch of spiders in here. Now I believe you could technically open these up. And I think if you answer the answer something wrong, those could potentially answer this quiz up here wrong, or riddle up here wrong. Those could potentially open. I've never had that happen, so I'm not too sure. Alright, so this riddle is pretty simple. Process of elimination. You just kind of answer the question. Well, if cell 1 has the golden key, then 2 has worthless brass, and if 2 has worthless brass, then if cell 1 has a gold key, then 3 has worthless brass, and if 3 has worthless brass, 2 holds the gold key. So 1 cannot have the gold key. And we pretty much know that 3 doesn't either. So it's 2. Alright, and now beyond this door, we'll have to get the key first. Beyond this door is the ladder to the second level of this dungeon, which is significantly more simple. It's very straightforward. I'm gonna make a save here because there are some very dangerous enemies here, and if you're not prepared for them, they can kill you very, very fast. And I get killed in a very fun manner that I'll show. And these skeletons, they can also be pretty dangerous if you don't have a blunt weapon. I do not have a sword, so they take a few hits. Need to heal up here. Through it. And I get a level up as well. Alright, so this area here has a bunch of lava around and one big room one room in the center with a door, and a few enemies inside, as well as the piece to the Staff of Chaos. You can see this room's pretty much empty. It's just lava. And this room inside. This one is pretty simple. The answer is glove or gauntlet. A gauntlet. And here I die pretty much as soon as I open the door. So this time I go in a little bit more prepared. I heal up and I make sure I get my spell ready to go. I accidentally type in 2 G's here. And you have to back away from that door for it to allow you to answer the question again. So here I end up using my dwarven sword, which had Firestorm, and I kill the one wolf instantly. And I actually got lucky there and absorbed one of the spells. Think either I didn't kill that wolf or I just sent Firestorm off there as well. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It all happened so fast. And the other wolf, well, he he decided to disappear. He's gone. Do a quick turnaround just to make sure. And there's our first piece of the Staff of Chaos. And you'll obviously have to make your way through back through Fang Lair to get out of here, but I'll skip that. That gets kind of boring. Alright, so I've made it back to Rehad, and I'm gonna go take a little nap. And Rio Silmain will give us our next mission. Next piece for the Staff of Chaos is in the Labyrinthian in Skyrim. There we go. There's where she says that's in the Labyrinthian. We need to search north for such a place. And now, I think it should be night, and once we leave this, we should be visited by Jaeger Tharn in our dreams, just like Ria Silmain does. I'll do a quick save here because he will send some enemies towards us. He ambushes us, I believe, every single time we collect this piece of the Staff of Chaos. Here he is. Basically just threatens us. Just generally an evil guy. So. Alright, let's see what he sends at us. It sounds like a lizard man. There he is. And I didn't see anything else. So I go and rest, heal up, and that'll be it for this video. Next video will be prepping for Labyrinthian and potentially even going after Labyrinthian.